right.
Okay, that was loud.
Sorry.
No, I mean that just like slammed through my speakers for some reason.
So we are the day of the Dillio.
Yes.
So I was just reading Skype chat where apparently Oz is going to bottle some pear brandy. I don't know if that has anything to do with just what he's doing, or if it's some kind of special occasion that I don't understand. Being a
You mean Twitch chat?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that chat. So, I imagine Rocket and Flash are going there earlier in the day to begin their romantic time together.
Aside from the romantic time part, yeah.
Oh, but Flash is such a handsome individual with his charisma of 2.
2.
So you guys are on site. You will use your sins that you have used, which I will now roll a thingamajig at. And you are good. So you guys are on site enjoying the amenities. The off-site people, you are off-site. Do you want to send in Seeker, or do you want to do stuff off-site first?
Guys, any last-minute preparation?
Or the mute buttons? Macbeth, poet?
Sorry, I thought I heard my name.
Yeah. Are you guys doing anything before?
I thought nope. I thought Macbeth was going to be hacking. I'm going to be astrally, occasionally, not projecting, just
Rob, do you want to update your thing at any point?
Head out the car window occasionally. Make sure no spirits are coming around to look at Macbeth or me. Otherwise, I'm just a dude in the car right now.
Sorry, you were saying something, Flash?
Just make so you get any last-minute things ready.
Yeah. Are you guys waiting for off-site people to do stuff, or are you going to wait and send Seeker in beforehand?
I think we're ready to go.
All right, so
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Are you sending in Seeker, or are you doing hacky stuff first?
I wrote down what I wanted to do. I don't think anything... No, nothing that I want to do needs to happen before they go in. They were all warned to take precautions against hiding their identity if they don't want their images to get out in the time. I'll delete evidence of it after the fact, but it will be recorded first. Yes. Okay.
So, Seeker, you pull up on your bike, and you... Well, what do you do?
I just play. It's fine.
I believe he does more Nova Coke.
No, I'm waiting because I get free Nova Coke inside.
Yes, that is a good point.
I guess how much Nova Coke did I pay for?
They will have a sampler platter set up for you.
Just for me?
Well, the party, of course.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
Why is that disappointing?
Because I was expecting some kind of brig of Nova Coke.
Well, you haven't gotten to the bungalow yet.
I walk inside of the bungalow.
Well, first you got to talk to the nice lady Jasmine, who is wearing a wonderful little tiny black dress as she is waiting inside the front area, and she will be very excited to see you with a giant smile, and she will come
See.
up and place her arm in your elbow if you will have her, and then she will walk with you to your bungalow. Are you keeping your bike on site, or are you sending it back?
I'm
Keep
waiting
it on
for some.
site for now too.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
what
can
I'm
get them
thinking.
off.
Keep it on site now.
All right. So you will have your bike take you back to the bungalow that you have. She will bring you inside the. Uh, it looks more or less like it was previously. You can definitely smell the smell of, um, like not party favors. Like little snack foods, little brownies and that kind of thing. He has. I'm sorry. There's brownies. There's little cake. There's a bottle of champagne. There is a silver tray that has. Do you have what kind of drug knowledge do you have?
I have no drug knowledge. Just I have some music and bars, and I have
Literally.
bars and clubs and music, and that's it. The only drug knowledge he has is how much he can take up his nose.
Excellent. So there is obviously some Nova Cook, and there's some other small packages as she kind of grabs two glasses out of the cupboard and begins to fill them with champagne.
He smiles and asks, "Shall we begin taking a hit first?"
She will smile and place the two glasses on the table, and then go and back up into the cabinet and pull out a small silver tray that she will pick up the two little bumps of Nova Coke on and begin to artfully arrange them for uh, enjoyment.
So I guess addiction rolls,
Yeah, man, drugs, right?
both physiological and psycho.
Average the two
Yeah, it's
pools.
average.
No.
The average is 12.
On a prep thing, do I need to actually list a empty dot item?
A what?
Because this is an extraction, I need to. I guess he won't know I didn't shoot at him, right?
Oh, I got you. You wanted an empty syringe in your dart gun to shoot Seeker with?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Or maybe just leave on the scene.
Right.
Yeah, you just fire off another shot. You don't have to necessarily shoot Seeker.
Yeah, okay, that'll work.
Because you don't want to leave behind blood. You don't really want to shoot your friend. And there aren't going to be any cameras that catch the fight in action.
Yep.
Unless you want to shoot Seeker. I mean, that.
Also, do you really want the drug-crazed punk rocker with sometimes a giant axe to know that you shot him?
Uh,
Well said.
I'm considering it. I guess not.
She will come up and whip her hair back and forth after taking the bump of Nova Coke and is like, whew. It's the good stuff, right?
This is child's play, dear. He smiles and snorts.
She will look at you with a child's play. Oh.
Yeah, I used to do like 20 of these in a row. Like, so yeah, one dose is just breakfast, you know?
She will smile and nod. It's like, speaking of breakfast, and she will begin to push you back towards the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, I like where this is going.
Took him 8 seconds to fall off the plan.
Flash is much more likely to shoot you if you're naked.
If he's naked, please don't shoot him in the dick.
She takes you back into the the bedroom where there
It's
are
not that cruel.
the other 4 ladies that you have hired for this evening, in various states of not exactly dressed.
Seeker smiles and places a hand on Jasmine's ass, whispering to her, "Oh, you got 4 extra girls. That's nice." So, can I see you all undress?
She will giggle a little bit as the 4 girls will begin to kind of like not really get into it, but they will begin to get undressed, and Jasmine will begin to kind of take off your jacket or whatever it is that you're wearing.
I believe Flash and Rocket should be getting into the van and then putting on their war faces.
Not already.
I thought we were in bungalow, in the room.
Yes, but
And
we
we
got to
just
get
go
to the
right-
bungalow. The bungalows are a bit of distance away, and we need the van.
Yeah,
So,
that's all
girl,
true. But probably not
Seekers-
so soon.
All right.
Seeker's going to lean back, sit on the bed, lie back, and ask them to do their business with each other above him as he's lying in the bed.
Jasmine will kind of look to them, and they will all smile at the same time, and they will climb onto the bed with you guys. What are you guys doing outside of the creepy place?
Yeah, I guess we're getting to the van, like Flash said.
All right, you guys are now in the party van.
Get the gear out of the smuggling compartment.
Sure. You guys want to roll me stealth real quick, as you are trying to do this, not obviously.
Come on. Come on, internet.
There we go. Yeah, I need to keep looking because I upped my agility now. I can't remember my numbers.
Let me just roll some dice here.
Rocket, are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. So the various people around seem to be having a very good night and are not paying a whole lot of attention to the people. What should we call it? The other park goers, as it were, are just kind of not paying much attention to you. You guys are able to surreptitiously, sneakily accomplish your tasks. So what's your plan of? You going over now? You going? What's going on?
Are they naked yet?
You have the feed from Seeker's, the Seeker of Eyes. Apologies,
No.
never mind.
I thought
You
we had
have
the lapel pin.
you have Seeker's, whatever he's telling you about the situation.
Yes.
I assume Seeker will just kind of say fuck it and do stuff with the girls, but
He
he's
didn't
sticking
do
to-
the whole plan, you know.
Yeah,
Tell them he
he's
likes to
pretty
watch. Go to the bathroom and
distracted.
change.
He's going to follow the plan. He's going to have a fun night too.
So
He can do both.
the non-elven variety pack on the bed is getting into their thing.
No, he's doing the bodyguard.
Okay. Macbeth/poet, what you doing?
I'm gonna check for spirits. Make sure our car is safe. It should be since we're, not right there.
Is my image of the gate correct in saying it's one of those like white poles that go up and down like at a toll booth, or is it like a reinforced gate of some sort that opens?
It is something that you could easily crash your car through if that's what you're asking.
That's exactly what I was asking. Thank you.
Let's crash the car through it already.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm not going to worry about
So
We're
it.
inside the gate. We're going to crash the car on the way through it on the way out.
Yeah, on the way out. I was just prepping for if I needed to worry about it.
In the astral, in the general area, you see that there's still that spirit. There is still a spirit in the water that is chilling out. Same aura as yesterday.
Are the girls naked yet? Like, I assume the girl he's.
You could easily be taking their clothes off. They're not going to say no.
I'm assuming the girl he's copulating isn't wearing clothes.
Oh, yeah,
Or the others. He told them to get out of their clothes.
The other three are getting out of their clothes. Yes.
What do you mean the other four? There's 5 people.
I mean what I said. Jasmine is still wearing her tight little dress.
Seeker's dragging Jasmine over to him and the human and, well, asks her to get out of that.
Roll some etiquette dice in there.
Okay.
Specialty in call girls applies.
Okay, I will only get a 12 dice. Not wearing the suit. I get to keep 7.
Okay. She's gonna roll some dice.
Doesn't Novacoke raise your limit?
Oh yeah, I get to keep them all.
She will smile and then but first, and then we'll break out another little packet and kind of lean back and sprinkle it into her cleavage.
Seeker's
Tell me it's red, Babs.
Seeker's just going mind blown, like, oh man, this is so wild. And then starts snorting it out of her cleavage while not stopping with the other girl.
Okay.
What? What did he just sniff?
Well, we'll come back to that in a second.
Oh, shit.
So, outside in your party van, you're kind of creeping up on the place.
I believe our decker needs to be dealing with the cameras.
Decker, are you decking? Or are you muted?
I'm here. I don't think the plan is to do anything with the cameras until after the fact.
You can loop the cameras now.
Yeah, loop the cameras because we are trying to be semi-professional about it.
Okay. Then yes, Decker.
Most of us are, anyway.
I said semi-professional because of Seeker.
All right. Decker is going to get a mark on the host.
Okay.
Let me check. Oh, is my square on this page? Yeah, there it is. Yep, everything looks good. All right.
Comfortable with that?
Nope.
All right. Whew.
I keep 10.
All right, you have successfully marked the Z host.
I switch to running silent and then head inside.
Yep, you are inside the host. It looks very much like you remember it last time.
Agent's doing some perception, obviously looking for hidden targets with 3 hits.
Yep, you just see that the patrol ice is patrolling.
Yep. Am I able to locate the security file again?
Yep, you are able to.
And is it
Everything looks the same as you did previously.
Is it unencrypted still, or has it been re-encrypted?
It has been re-encrypted.
The security camera should be separate devices on it.
Well, I have to go into this in order to get the cameras. It's actually still listed at the bottom there if you look. Well, actually, no. I think you had mentioned that it was just the software before.
Roll me a memory test. We'll see what we can glean from that in an effort of expedience.
Sorry, what are we trying to remember?
No, he's trying to remember.
Oh, shoot. I forgot, Rob. I need to have taken drugs beforehand.
Okay, you can totally take drugs while you're having your romantic time in the room. So with 6 hits on your memory test, you remember as you were looking through the security people, you were able to get somebody's security passcodes so that you can bypass the encryption.
Oh, you're so nice, dude.
I know, and it's almost like we've been at this for 6.5 hours and we're not done. Not that that's your fault, that's mostly my fault. But, you know.
I graciously
This is why on Sundays I don't sign up for all of Pulse's like 2 to 3 p.m. my time prime runs, because I'll never get up in time for work tomorrow.
Right. Fair enough.
Yes.
So yeah, you can bypass the encryption on these.
I'm just
these
looking
things.
at my dice pool.
Cool. Thank you for that. And yeah, am I able to then access the cameras via?
You're into the security. You have access to the. Well, you're in the security folder.
Are they PTZs?
What?
Are they? Fuck. What do normal people call them?
Oh. What is the acronym?
Pan, tilt, zoom.
Oh, so the 3-dimensional movable cameras.
Yeah.
I think they just call them movable cameras. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
And
Yeah.
shit.
Do they have? Am I able just to move them?
I'm
or are they-
addiction.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you got addicted to Cereprax?
Yep.
Excellent. Let me just write that down real quick so I don't forget it.
Yep, let me add it to my sheet.
What
Congratulations.
a run.
Yep.
So you
And advances, negative quality.
so if you want to roll your matrix perception in the security folder,
Okay, that's a good start.
that is a good place to start since we got slightly off topic there for taking of drugs.
Five hits.
All right. You have 5 questions, sir.
Do I not have views of the cameras right now?
You're in that folder.
Oh, okay. Then do I see the devices for the different cameras?
You do see the camera itself's thing that you can go on. You have not gone into the camera's stuff yet.
Okay. Is it encrypted and bombed? And does my code not?
It is encrypted and it is not data bombed.
All right. I'll attempt to use my code.
Yep.
To gain access then.
Roll me edge. Let's see what happens.
I can live with that.
Looking for 2. Lucky you. All right.
Yeah.
Your code does still work. You are able to get into the cameras without having to do it the hard way.
Okay. Then with access, what am I actually looking at? Is it general grounds coverage? Are there hidden cameras in the
It
bungalow?
is general grounds coverage. It is coverage of the lake. It is eye in the sky coverage over top of the lake. It is the footage outside, like pulling up to the front gate. Almost everything except for the bathrooms in the main
Lobby.
Building.
the main building with the cheap rooms. and the bathrooms in there aren't covered, but the rooms there are covered, and the
Rob, I have a question. For the addiction test, round up or down? If you have a split pool.
I don't know. We can handle that afterwards because I would have to check the wiki and see if it says it on there.
It doesn't say.
It is probably round up because everything in Shadowrun rounds up, but I cannot speak to that at this moment. If we find out you are owed more dice, we will come back to it.
I'll just check the dice now, and if it fails, it doesn't matter.
Sure. The bungalows have no camera coverage on the inside, but do have a singular facing towards the main compound and out towards the lake.
Yep, it's gonna matter.
Are they fixed angles, or are they movable?
The ones on the bungalow are fixed. Most of the ones inside the facility are fixed, but there are some movable ones that are sort of scanning the grounds and the rotodrone.
I guess what I'm looking for is I'd like to be able to move the cameras in a fashion that as they're leaving their cheap room and moving across the facility, that I'd be able to have the cameras missing them moving.
They have already begun to move. So if cameras would have spotted them in their movable things, that is something that you are not able to see at the moment. Like if they're on a spinning thing.
Yeah.
And Rocket and Flash have already gotten into the party wagon and begun to drive.
Yes. Okay, so then I'm going to attempt to... I guess I'm gonna quickly capture a few seconds of video and attempt to loop it.
Sure. That would be either a control device, spoof command, or we can go with edit file.
I'll spoof if that's good enough for you.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me.
Do you want me to get a mark on it first?
Let me double check spoof command. No, you have a mark on the host. That'll work.
Cool. Intuition, so that's just -1 then. 2. Oof. 8. Because it's a sleaze action.
I'm still curious about the fuck I just sniffed.
We'll get back to that. Don't worry. So you have successfully spoofed the camera. This is what we call dramatic tension. Because now Flash and Rocket know that they were probably caught on cameras, and that has not been deleted yet. Poet is off in the middle of nowhere doing whatever it is mages do. And Seeker has taken some drugs
I'm
of some
making
kind.
sure the classic security decker tells the security mage once he's been trace icons and send spirits to his location thing doesn't happen to Macbeth.
Oh, Macbeth, you have a buddy.
What did he say? Sorry, you're further away from your mic.
One
now.
of the classic security tactics is when there is a security decker and a security mage, and the mage is successfully link locked and or trace iconed, they just send a spirit to go geek the mage. Geek the decker, rather.
Oh,
I am there to make sure that does not happen to you, sir.
I appreciate that. I think we're having our own moment in our vehicle. We didn't have to pay for it.
So you have spoofed the command. You have the control of pointing stuff at whatever it is you wish to point stuff at.
Yeah, just not the van as it passes by.
All right, that's a
Swing
little
it.
late for that.
Well, it's in the future for those.
Yep.
But
You can definitely point them so that on the drive out they're not so that on the way out they will not be seen.
Yep. For the time being, that's good enough. I still just plan to spike the footage later. Although I'm not really concerned with the van being spotted in the first place.
So going to fly back over to the van real quick. You guys are pulling up outside of the bungalow. What is your plan of action?
Oh,
Garage open?
Ballistic masks on naturally.
Yep.
Yep.
The garage door is
Actually-
currently closed.
It's Macbeth's thing. By the way, it's not a ballistic mask in Plaza's case. It's one of those nice faces concealing SWAT masks. You know, the
Sure.
Okay. It is a SWAT helmet with a face shield.
Yep. Remember the one you glitched on?
All right, so you want me to open the garage door? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
You gonna roll me another spoof?
Sure. I'll edge. And I'll keep 7.
All right, flat Seeker, as you are buried face deep into the fine elven lady named Jasmine, you hear the sounds of what you call it, the garage door beginning to open, and you guys outside begins to see it open up.
But they're not naked yet.
4 of them are, and Jasmine is, giving you
She's
some
taking
drugs.
Just
She's
rip it
taking
the
her
fuck
clothes
off.
off.
He's also, from the sounds of things, balls deep into the security guard.
Yeah. But what should I roll for? What is the drugs?
Oh, that's right. Let me scroll up to where I had that. So if you want to roll, I think it's just a d6. Yeah, 1d6. Three. Oh, no side effect. Damn it.
Yay!
Lucky you.
What was it?
That
Oh.
was for the speedballing,
Yeah,
because
that
you
was
were
for.
already on Nova Coke.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if you could roll a second d6 for me, real quick. All right, so for the next 2 minutes, you get an additional +1 charisma, +1 perception, and if you can roll one final extra d6, you lose all memory of the last 3 minutes.
Is that pixie dust?
Yep.
do I get addicted?
We can deal with that in a little bit.
Okay.
Let me write that note down here. Seeker addicted to pixie dust.
Shit.
So you pull your face out, go, "Ugh." And the last couple of minutes are gone to you. And she smiles at you in her dress as she kind of.
Yeah. He shakes.
If you
his
would roll
head.
me composure, that'd be great.
Composure is will plus
Uh,
charisma, and I got 1 more charisma.
And you got an additional charisma, yes.
And that's 10 composure. I will edge this.
Okay.
Oops, I accidentally tapped out of the sheet. Just a second. Okay, there.
All right, that's good. So with four hits on your composure, you're able to, while you're in the spur of the moment, you you do remember your mission, and you are free to do what you will in this situation.
He he gets out
Tear
of
her dress off.
he gets out of the security guard and starts pulling off the elf's dress, while kissing the security guard, getting the dress off the
Sure.
elf. And
Do you want to roll
starts
me in
to
unarmed
her.
combat real quick?
What?
To just like grab and kind of pull at her in a
Oh,
You have the
Not-
cyber arm, sir.
not in a shank her like a bitch, but more of a. And you can get +2 for this being effectively a touch attack.
so that's and is it with my cyber arms?
Yeah, unless you're using your
Yes.
teeth.
No, it's my arms. 17 dice. I will edge.
Okay.
Don't.
So and your strength is a whole lot, right?
9.
Yeah, no. It was a shame because that was a really nice dress. Now it's a really nice pile of shredded
Bedroom
tatters.
floor ornament.
Yes, it looks great on her. It looks better on the floor. You want to DNI that to your team, or you tell them?
He starts going into her, but he's denying to the team.
Okay,
They're all naked.
Rocket and Flash, you know that everybody inside is naked.
All right, burst in.
Yeah.
Huh.
We're in the garage, right? Boom.
Yep, you're able to just drive into the garage because it is open for you thanks to your friendly neighborhood decker. If you guys want to roll perception tests, we will see how much of this debauchery you get into.
Wow.
Let's see.
You might want to keep that, Rocket.
Not a glitch.
I cannot see forever. The dice say no.
So, Rocket, you're very eyes on the prize here. You thankfully only hear some of the sounds from the other room. Flash, you can see that there is a pile of drugs and food and things on the kitchen table, and you definitely hear the sounds of many naked people in the other room that are not very quiet.
Okay, I charge into the bedroom
Charge.
and fire an aimed burst headshot at the security guard.
An aimed burst with your what?
Sophilet Guardian.
Okay.
Loaded with gel rounds.
I'm right behind her, I guess, even so. If a minute's slow on the uptake, and
You are definitely not as fast moving as she is.
I have my dot pistol, and I would like to put a center of mass shot into Jasmine there.
Oh, poor Jasmine.
Oh shit, she's not going to cram out on the Seeker.
She won't die, probably.
Oh shit.
I have a mad cat.
All right, what's the worst that could happen?
She dies.
You have to worry about the Flash. You doing medicine.
I have a rating 6 mad kit somewhere. I have the rating 3 on me. Rating 6 is probably.
Flash, you were doing some kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for my dice pool.
Okay.
Maybe you should roll their surprise tests now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they're
while he's
surprised.
looking
They definitely
I
got
only need.
fired. It's not from guns.
Should
If he's
I
not-
roll surprise?
No, you knew they were coming.
It's so technically you were supposed to roll surprise.
All right, so bang. So
However, Rob, it would be something like.
Gerd is actually not surprised.
Hmm.
And it was a burst, right? So that's -2.
No, it's aimed burst. Trade in the dodge penalty for extra damage.
Okay, so she gets her full naked rolling out of the way.
I think she should take a penalty just considering the situation she's in.
Well, at the same time, she could use the troll for cover.
And defender prone for one thing.
All right, I will give you that because she is definitely not in a. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's going to be 17 stun she has to stay.
Whew. You said it was gel rounds, right?
Yeah.
Oh God! All right. So she has been shotified in the chest.
Headshot.
Same difference.
'Cause it was, yeah. It was the called shot to the vitals.
Yep. And then the flash. We will roll his.
Huh?
Yep, she is totes surprised. How much damage did you do, Flash, with your whatever it is you're shooting?
I do narco jet.
But it's still a capsule round.
It's a dart pistol.
Nope, dot pistol just does
Oh.
narco jet.
Okay. Well, she will quickly go, huh? And Jasmine goes night night. Sorry, I was totally doing math there.
13 stun.
Yep. No, she is going to very quickly go to sleep.
By the way, is Seeker's face still basically buried in her chest?
Probably.
Okay, so
No, well, probably not. Actually, he has
No,
ripped off
his
her
face.
clothes.
His face is buried in the bodyguard's face.
oh,
So, not exactly going to make you guys roll initiative here because there's a good chance these guys are going to go down in one shot apiece. Are you studying out Seeker?
Doesn't seem necessary.
well attempted. Flash will be the more professional man and not narco jet Seeker.
I go for the troll with my with one of my shock hands.
Just to make sure.
Well, haven't attacked her yet. So.
Well, I'm not going to make you guys
Oh.
knock out 6 naked horrors. That would just take forever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just penetration.
Okay, so I'm gonna expend. Let's see, 3 more dart pistol rounds to knock
Sure.
out the other 3.
Macbeth, if you want to roll Matrix Perception while you're in the Matrix. And,
Can I have my agent do it as well, or is it just
separately, yes.
cool?
Okay, let's haul them into the. And I'll put one more. And I'll put one more. Take one out and basically squirt out the narco jet and leave that, and then we'll throw them in the van.
Yeah, 2 hits for me, 5 for the agent.
Yeah. So you are checking out the cameras. You're doing your thing. Your agent is also doing stuff, just kind of thing. I will keep that in mind. Meanwhile, team inside, you have 5 unconscious females.
And
Yeah,
a naked seeker.
Yeah, get dressed and help us drag them into the van.
The seeker's looking like really fucking confused right now. Like naked chicks all over. It's still a kind of scary situation, even though you know about it. Like
I slap him.
he kind of like pulls out of Jasmine and goes get dressed.
Yep. Those of you, let's get Rocket and the Flash to roll some lift carries.
Yep. I guess average my cyber limbs and torso.
Yep, your meat plus metal.
Right. Okay.
That should be enough to get person.
Yep, so you guys are... Rocket is having trouble with one of the non-troll people that she is attempting to move. Flash is having slight trouble, but is able to kind of hands under the armpit and just drag. And you have loaded 2 people successfully into the room, into the van.
Can Seeker start rolling?
Yep, and then a minute or so later, Seeker will come out. Are you getting fully dressed, or are you just throwing on pants?
Fully dressed.
Okay. So if you guys want to roll another set of lift and carry, we'll see how well you guys do. Ooh, Flash.
Flash sucks it up and with a great grunt starts holding the troll lady.
Seeker, a lift carry, please. Excellent. So thankfully, there was a dwarf left for Rocket's 2 successes. Flash's edge. The troll is very easy to move, surprisingly. And Seeker can get his whichever one is left as you kind of load up the party wagon. What's your plan?
Let's bolt.
Oh yeah.
Other two start dealing with the tags. And
Yeah, Flash, you drive. All Seeker and I will take care of
in
it.
the process of fleeing.
Remember that the back of the van has a Faraday cage, so we should be more or less good. Macbeth, you want to
Yep.
do the gate stuff?
We're not going to worry about the gate. You need to make sure those people are restrained, though, even though they're knocked out. I'm just going to worry about deleting the trace of the camera feed.
Rocket, do you have restraints?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There's actually plastic ones in the back. Well, I didn't mention it earlier, but there are plastic restraints in the back of the van.
And
You guys
have metal cuffs for the troll?
That I don't have.
Yeah,
Flash does. Luckily, Flash does have some.
Okay.
And they are legal and smaller than a pistol.
Yep. You guys begin to roll the meat wagon out of the thing. And as you guys... Well, what are you guys doing?
Seeker's going to drugged uply scan for tags.
Okay. Go ahead and throw some dice.
Let me see. What would Flash be doing in this situation? Let's see.
What would the Flash be doing in this situation? how is the Flash driving? Let me ask that.
Meat.
I'm sorry?
He's sitting in the driver's seat, I think.
Yeah, but 8 successes leads to some crazy situations, so I'm curious as to the manner in which he is driving. Is he driving like a normal person? Is he driving like a crazy man? Is he crashing through a gate? Is he on mute?
Probably
I think he's on mute.
Macbeth, I think you didn't really use who were screwed on the gate.
Use the what on the gate?
All right, so I believe we are. The plan
I
was
didn't
to
understand what you were saying. What did you say?
on the gate. You're not lifting. You're going to be deleting all the footage and.
Yeah, we were under the assumption that the gate is drive-throughable.
Oh, no. There's drive-through, no. Yeah, definitely open the gate, Macbeth. Don't, necessarily cause them to have to plunge through the gate. Because then chase scenes happen, and I don't want to do a chase scene right now.
All right, I will open the gate.
So, how much edge do I have?
Command?
Do I need to if I have the security clearance?
Yeah, because you're trying to get it to do something.
Okay, then yes, I do want to command.
I think I've spent 2.
At least 1 on drugs.
1 on drugs, 1 on the troll. And remember, we have to look into the rounding on the drugs.
Yep.
Alright, I keep 8 hits on spoof.
Yep. You are able to. The gate begins to come up.
I'll time it as they're, approaching.
Yep.
Not trying to make it overly dramatic, but just not showing our cards before they're ready to go through a gate.
Yep. So you guys begin to drive off. If you guys want to.
Hold on. Rob, I do have some things I would like to do with this. One of them
Excellent.
involving,
What would you like to do as you are driving?
1. No, I have knowledge HTR. How would they be reacting if they have been alerted?
Hit some dice.
And I'm on drugs. And it does analytical mind help me here?
It does not, because you're kind of in a slight panic. Had you thought about this beforehand, I would have totally given you an analytical mind if you were in a calm situation.
I completely was planning on doing that, but then everybody's doing the stuff.
Yeah, didn't declare it, just go with it.
Doesn't matter.
Wait, what? I never got an answer on the attacks.
I know.
Right,
I'm coming back to that because Flash rolled a driving roll, and then there were things associated with the driving roll.
Okay, that is knowledge HTR there, and I need to activate my adjustments for Cereprax because they're pretty huge.
So with 1,000,000 hits on your HDR knowledge, upon receiving the call, the first thing it would do is begin to mobilize its people, this is in a double A zone. You're looking at, I believe it is a D6 plus 4 minutes.
Yep. Yes, it
I
is.
I did roll a dice somewhere in there, so you know that if HCR is alerted, they will be here within 10 minutes. It is entirely possible, dependent upon the security level and their contract that they have, a security mage may be projecting on his way there right now.
That is poets to handle.
A general overview on the situation is to figure out what is going on.
Yes,
the other thing you know is that there would be helicopters. They would probably launch a security spider into the host of wherever they wherever summoned the HDR to figure things out. The other thing you know is they're probably in full body armor with a helicopter of some kind, and they will begin to get a hold of the local security force. Something just beeped at me. I don't know what it was.
You might have heard my Skype.
And next, I'm going to use that new fancy thing from Freddy X where you can remember a route.
Sure. Roll some dice and I will begin.
You roll a connection test to see the complexity of the information. Will analytical mind help with this? Because I am trying to do the best route out of a set.
You're once again in a situation where you are stressed and don't have time to think. All
It
right.
says, trust me, it's a shortcut.
Yeah. Also, it's your analytical mind, not his.
Yes, my analytical mind remember what I was told. Because this is
The
a
analytical
memory
mind doesn't boost memory.
All right. Whatever the drugs do.
Yay, drugs. Shit, I forgot how many dice she has. She has 7 dice. Yep, you want to roll that. Oh, I'm sorry. So you remember very clearly a very quick way to get from here through actually a not usually active checkpoint, so that you can pretty much slow roll your way up to the checkpoint, and they will very quickly be able to get you through to the next area. So you know a very good way on getting out of here. She might have stayed at this resort every once in a while.
Oh, so it's a fan of people with rocket feet.
Well, when you can run across water.
All right, so I'll be taking the route and doing my best to not get caught by HDR.
Yep. Did you have any questions about the HDR situation? Because you did get a million hits.
That should give me enough to basically give Flash a good chance of fooling them on the drive.
Yeah, of not driving like a crazy person is a good idea.
Yep.
You begin to drive off. So with your bug scanner, who were you bug scanning?
Everyone?
Okay.
Also, by the way, how many minutes has it been since we went loud?
You're like 4 minutes since you guys shot bullets.
Okay. Thank you.
Those guns were silenced, though, right?
Yeah.
I used a dart pistol.
So it's possible. It's possible that HDR has not been called yet.
Now, where's your sense of paranoia?
Oh, I mean, we should still plan like it has been called, but it's possible that it hasn't.
So you do find that the ladies are all tagged. They have consumed tags, and there is some subdermal tags because they are property, and that's how these things work.
And I will tag erase the crap out of them.
Yep. You will begin to hit the tag erasing. You're once again not able to tag erase the swallowed ones because they are swallowed, and your tag eraser cannot reach through their stomach. But you are inside
You data spike them.
He cannot because you are in the back of a aluminum foil cage.
Right.
There's not really a
well-
pressing need right now.
Yeah, you are aware of them. You will be able to take care of them when you need to take care of them.
And is Macbeth still in the host doing the camera erasing stuff?
He is still in the host. His agent got 5 hits on a matrix perception.
Is that our segue back into the Matrix?
That is our segue back into the matrix.
Smooth. I would like to erase today's.
I'm going to be gone for a couple minutes, but this is Matrix, so.
Yeah.
Am I able to see any recording files?
You can see the files that are being currently recorded from their cameras.
And I have access to those, I assume?
Yep, you currently have access to those.
Delete.
All right, give me a
Edit file.
Yep.
All right. I was hoping I could do it without it, but yeah, I'll quickly switch my data processing around, and then edit file with an assist. Unless you're saying, is my agent busy? Is that what the role was for, or are they?
You have not checked in with your agent, sir.
Okay, so my agent is busy. I will edge because your table is ridiculous.
I apologize.
I apologize for that roll. 4 hits.
Oh, man. How much edge do you people have left?
Well, because
I haven't spent any.
I have 1 left since we had. No, I have. We rested for a week, right?
Yeah, you have had plenty. When you started the actual doings of things, you were full.
Then I have 2 left. That was my 3rd edge.
I jealously guard my single point of edge.
It is super important, right?
Yeah.
Flash has 1 left. I'm sorry, Poet. How many do you have left?
All of it.
Which is how many?
4.
And Macbeth, you have how many left?
I have 2 remaining.
Excellent. Don't worry about that. I'm just kind of,
Oh yeah, for sure.
updating my. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see.
Just some record feeding.
So you guys,
delete
are-
files. That's my
files are deleted. Can you roll your not be seen dice?
About time. Well, maybe.
Okay. You are unseen.
Does my agent see anything?
You didn't. Oh, so you're checking in with it?
Yeah.
So it noticed that there is a communication. It got a ping. The host got a ping about a curious situation that should be investigated.
Okay. I will inform the team of that through DNI. Maybe somebody with HTR knowledge would know if that sounds like HTR investigation or just routine rent-a-call.
You're able to see that it was the camera feed from the cyber eyes of the security guard as they looked straight at Rocket about to shoot them in the face.
Okay.
Wearing a ballistic mask.
Right, but it is just the image of you kicking in the door and was like, "Ha ha!"
All right. Am I able to spoof an all clear for reset that warning basically?
Yes.
And my agent's now allowed to help me, right? I have access to them again.
Yeah.
And just real quick, I rolled it astral perception just to make sure there were not like an army of spirits showing up or astrally projecting magicians. 4 hits on a astral perception test.
Yep. That another edged spoof?
Yes, that is. I forgot to write edge. Yes, down to 1
That's
edge.
fine.
4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
God, I want to just cock block you on this so bad. Ah.
That's what you get for being malice. No, don't edge, please. I love you. You've been really nice to me.
Don't forget to erase mine
The
and
reservation.
Flash's sins from the
Yep, that would be my next step. Is trying to access the reservations file.
All right, I'm just gonna roll a thing real quick. Okay. So yeah, the reservations file you are able to access. You have security clearance to that. You are now inside the reservations access.
And I think this is where I data spike. No, I'll stay cool.
edit file.
Yeah. Do I see the? You said I was actually able to access it. So do I see their reservation?
Mhm.
Okay. I guess I'll do a perception, unless I'm able to access that file specifically. But I won't try without doing.
Yeah, no, you can. You can totally go in there. It is not kabloomied.
All right. Then here comes assist and an edit file. 14, 18, 19. edit file to just simply delete the reservation.
Ah, all right. You
And
have,
the payment transfer. Make sure people always forget the money side.
Is the transfer linked to their reservation, or is that separate?
so the money that you have taken has been put
Oh,
into
it's
their.
gone. I just wanted them
Well,
not
this-
have like an account source for the
Yeah,
transfer of money.
Oh,
That would have been in with the
reservation.
reservation, because that would have been
Okay,
like
just making
this is
sure.
how it was paid for.
And all you have to do is call the bank on in the morning and tell them to deny the charge because you were never there.
Alright.
All right,
So-
that's it. I'm going to attempt to switch to AR and jump out of the host.
Yeah, that is no problem. You will wake up next to Poet.
I'll reboot my gear.
So Flash, as you are coming up to the gate to roll on out of there, the gate does not lift as it scans your SIN and finds that you have no access to this place.
Wait, I thought they were already out.
I thought they were in the way out, and you were going to cut back to you. You were going to spoof the gate opening,
Yeah.
and then you started
I
deleting
thought he
everything.
already.
Yeah, I thought he rolled the spoof
Yeah,
the
he
gate.
spoofed the gate first.
I
You
definitely
spoofed the
did
gate to open when they pulled up.
Oh, okay. I would stay in the host until the appropriate time, I guess.
All
Sorry,
right.
I was confused about the timeline.
So I thought the gate had already been opened for their
Right.
way out.
So did I.
All right,
I'm-
that's fine. We
I'm
can
willing
have
to-
them. We can have them roll out, and they will begin to drive away into the night.
I'm willing to make another hide check if you want for the length of time it would take to
No,
come.
don't worry about it. So you guys are driving away. What you doing?
Are spirits showing up?
No, there are no spirits that are showing up. The spirit in the lake is doing the backstroke.
Cool. So at this, Mama did say she could take possession of some of the property earlier if we were able to retrieve it.
Yeah, so let's drop these.
So I think what we
off.
should do is, at the very least, get 5 of these off our hands
Okay.
and guarantee some payment and say we're still working on the rest. The remaining object to be recovered and the subject of Mama's vengeance pending further criminal investigation.
Right.
There's a weird echo going on.
I think that's probably.
So yeah, I'll give Mama a call now that Flash has got them out and in the clear in the van. So I'll be calling the number of one of Mama's boys, the one that I called before, because you don't call Mama direct.
No, you don't call them. So a voice will answer. It is if you want to roll memory real quick,
Is it bashful or peppy?
that's what we're going to find out. It is neither of those.
I don't know. We'll see.
Voice you're not
Hello?
familiar with. Hello?
To whom am I speaking?
This is Doc.
Hey Doc. This is Poet. I was looking to talk to Mama.
Oh, the pretty man.
That's me.
Uh,
Mama's mentioned that if we had managed to get some of her hardware recovered earlier than expected, which today is in fact earlier than expected, we have recovered some of the hardware and would like to drop it off with you folks so that we can get back to getting the rest of things done.
Oh, she'll be real happy about that, sir. Hold on one moment. And he will put the phone down, but yell. So,
Mhm.
like, you can still kind of hear. He's like, "Mama, they got the goods." And you'll hear some horrible Orzette come yelling back at the phone, which you don't speak. He asks, "How long until you guys get here?"
Well, Mama did mention that she moved around a bit, and I wanted to make sure it was the same location as before.
It is indeed.
Okay, and then I will DNI to Flash real quickly about how long he thinks it'll take him to get there.
He will give you a time because I don't know how long it'll actually take to get that far.
Yep, and then I will relay that time to the person, and
let them know that a van is on their way, and some of the merchandise may be tagged. We got them in a Faraday cage in the back. So,
It's like, oh, that's real
you
smart
folks-
thinking, sir.
So if you folks are gonna have
How-
to deal with the subdermal stuff.
How many you got?
5 of the 6 right now. We're still working on one of the bodyguards and the man who may or may actually not be responsible. We're still investigating that matter. I want to make sure we get the person who's actually offended Momma. You understand?
Excellent. That is fantastic news. Mama was going to be so happy that you did a good job. Who else coming so we can have a little refreshments for you?
And I will DNI the team, letting them know who's coming.
Okay.
Assuming the team is okay with me telling them.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like super nervous all of a sudden.
I'm a little nervous too,
So
but we already have the cred sticks in escrow, so whatever.
they don't need to know who's coming. We don't need refreshments.
But say your offer of refreshments is mighty fine. We got only a few of our folks coming. The rest of us are gonna keep on working through the night to get Mama the last 2.
Aren't you busy little bees? All
Yes.
right, then. We will be eagerly awaiting your arrival. No refreshments.
We appreciate the offer, though.
And then he will take away the comm link, and you'll hear him kind of batting at it, and then it'll cut off.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
I'm still thinking back to the bug scanner I did.
Yeah, you found a whole bunch of tags.
Oh,
And
wait.
you
Yeah, we
zapped
already
most
fixed
of the non-consumed subdermal. Well, you can hit the subdermal ones, but the ones that are in their stomach, you cannot.
And what about the ones that may be in Seeger's stomach?
Well, the first ones he took care of via Xlax.
Yeah.
And then he
Talking
did
about
not-
round 2, the ones
I don't think we ever determined. Am I able to matrix perception and data spike those, even though they're inside of him?
No.
You could have gotten the ones that were inside of him. You cannot get the ones that are there right now because of the
Faraday gauge.
foil
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah. So let's pull over somewhere. Me and my agent will take a minute, thoroughly exploding bugs inside of Whores, and then
let's let him go straight to Mama's and
well, hear me
Flash
out for a
can make sure
second.
that Flash
Maybe
and
going to
Rocket can
Mama's
make sure
isn't-
area jammers are set up properly.
I mean, you were on that conversation, right? Like, didn't that seem weird? We never talked to that guy before. He wanted to know exactly who's coming. Maybe we don't.
Yeah.
Maybe Mama comes to us.
Uh,
Maybe Mama finds a van full of whores. I'm just saying.
that's up to you guys. I'm not at any personal risk right at the moment.
That's
That
it.
is an excellent point.
It's
Yeah.
the 2 people not in the van who are having this discussion.
All right.
For DNI. So yeah, you guys decide.
Actually, yes. Poet, you remember Mama's face?
Yeah.
Get a spirit to find where she is, and we'll go to her.
Or at least scope out the warehouse. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, sure. So what I'll do is I will. I got a spirit here. I can do that. I got a Force 6 spirit with search power. I'm going to tell it who is bound. I'm going to tell him to give him the location of the warehouse and tell him to start the search there. And to confirm that Mama is in fact at the warehouse and does not appear to be unharmed or under duress, anything of that sort.
Sure.
I'm not sure if and that's kind of spirit has logic 6, so I'm assuming it's capable of doing a sensing and checking emotional state, etc.
If they're nervous or anxious, something like that.
Yeah. So
Oh, but
search is just a force times 2, I believe. So
It also has a double check. It's time interval. That's the thing I want to.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be travel time for us to get there anyway.
Yeah, but I will.
Yeah.
Now that it has become a issue, I will Google Maps how long it takes to get from Seattle to.
Sorry, Rob.
No, that's right. You guys are just paranoid for some reason.
We're paranoid because we're shadow runners.
Oh, I suppose that is.
And because it's going too well right now.
You're not even one of those
Yeah.
GMs that you can hear type, so we hear like a whole bunch of secret rolls happening. So yeah, we're just straight up paranoid because of your reputation.
You cut me so deep there, sir.
Rob has never done me wrong, so
Also, I have a brain full of Nova
Yeah.
Coke and pixie dust.
The pixie dust only lasted, I think it was 2 minutes on that roll.
Can I take some more Nova Coke?
Oh no, the Nova Coke you got for your full 3 hours.
did you apply the nephretic screen to the pixie dust?
He hasn't rolled the addiction for the pixie dust yet.
Yeah,
That's happened afterwards.
okay, so it's a 10 minutes test. I thought it was a little bit longer than 10 minutes, so it should be fine. So you're just having the spirit do the search power in the general area where you guys were.
Well, I had him go to Momma's area first, double check she's there with the search power,
Yep, she is there.
and then I'd like it to sense her to make sure she is in a and the various people there to check their moods for me.
So
Roll me just a sensing test. So, of their moods, you will know that they are all in a happy, excited mood. Momma is extremely happy. They've got a little bit of anxious to them, but in a way, bird in hand, not quite at bird in hand stage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You are-
could totally be.
You are driving across Seattle with a van full of naked whores.
Mm-hmm.
So
fun times.
there's all kinds of things that could happen between now and then.
There are all kinds of things that could happen between now and then. Okay.
But yeah, no, there are 5 astral forms there, and they are all in a generally good mood.
Cool. Okay, so I will realize this to the team that the moods do not indicate a trap.
Yeah, that puts me at ease personally, and I'm not one of the people going there. So
You guys also have to remember that we got escrow. My fixer has the escrow in cred stick form, which means like if Momma tries to screws us after we deliver her payment, like we just take the money.
yep, let's just ensure her that we're also going back for King guy.
Yeah.
Mr. T and Elfman,
Mr. T, yeah.
which is hilarious that his name is unpronounceable and ends in a T, and it just works out that way.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So we're pulling up to the joint
Yeah,
I think so.
in Macbeth's van.
That's the one.
All right. So as you guys pull up, roll me perception checks so we can describe once again my muscly dwarf that I love so much.
Oh, I would like to fly over there and manifest.
Sure.
I like talking to Momma.
How does manifesting work?
He's
Oh,
a
it just
ghost.
means I appear and I can
Oh,
talk
it's
to
like
you
a
guys.
ghost. So where are you actually? Where did you drive?
I'm in the car next to Macbeth. The
Yeah,
other car.
where are we?
Oh.
We're somewhere in between.
It doesn't matter for astral manifesting.
Yeah. For him to loose his meat sack and fly through the air, it does not matter.
Cool.
So you guys will pull up to the place. You will see that it is not got a whole lot of lights on inside. The general area is very much the same as it was before. You can see that the small cherry of a cigar, about dwarf height, outside the door, just kind of sitting there. Yeah, the light would probably only attract the ghouls in this situation, given how close you are to the.
city.
Yeah, couldn't remember. So
No carrying anyone in, guys. We're gonna drive. You guys should drive that van inside,
Yeah.
because hopefully they will be, have jammers set up and stuff.
So as you guys pull up to the door, the dwarf will do that thing where he kind of hops up and grabs onto the. I imagine the van is having one of those big side mirrors because he's a dwarf and needs to kind of like to look and see that it is the Flash and his whoever is sitting shotgun.
Poet can be spirit floating next to the van. Ghost poet.
Ghost Poet is there, kind of like
Riding it.
Ghost Dad. He gets a giant smile on his face and moves the cigar around in his mouth as he sees that you guys are there, and he's like, you got him in the back?
Yes, we do.
And then he will hop down and give you the 2 quick slaps on the side of the car. I'll get the door. And he kind of goes around to the front, and he begins to spits in his hands and rubs them back and forth and just kind of shoves the whole door open so that you can get the car in, and then motions for you to quickly drive the vehicle in.
Okay.
They do so, I assume.
Yeah.
And then as you get past the car over top of the grease pit, he will grab the door and begin to slide it all the way closed. The loud slamming sound, gets the attention of the people that were in the room.
Waiting game, too.
I'm sorry?
No, nothing, sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard something, so all of a sudden I was like, oh god. Because I do also have my music running, so it's kind of like sometimes I hear things. So as you are sitting there, do you guys get out of the car? What's going on?
Poet's going to let them sit in the car and gesture to stay in there and look around. And since I'm manifested, I can physically see, right?
You can see astrally.
Can somebody in the car look around and see if they appear to have jammers set up?
Sure.
Through the windows?
Come on, dice.
You can.
Come on. There we
go. So you will see that the Pappy, as his name, the quick little guy, he is running from the back with a small box in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he will and kind of like when he gets close to you guys, he will hit the button. And those of you who are there, what rating comlinks do you have?
7.
I have a rating 7 comlink with the receiver dongle, and I've got a data jack, so that's another 3 points of noise negation.
Also
Excellent.
data
5.
5.
Yeah.
All right, so Seeker, your pan goes down.
Pan? Personal
Yeah,
area network?
Yes, it goes down as the little man hits the button, and he smiles broadly like, ah!
Once the jammer is out, Poet will say, all right, guys, we're good.
Why not?
And then you will also see Bashful, and then finally Momma in a bathrobe type setup and a shower cap come down into the meeting room proper, and she has a giant smile on her face.
We apologize for the late hour of delivery, Mama. We've got 5 of the 6 in the back here.
That would be fantastic. Can you guys pull them in a little bit farther so we can get back to that back door and get them open? See how we doing. All right, so you guys pull a little farther forward into the thing. The back doors are swung open. The muscly dwarf is kind of rubbing his hands back and forth like he's going to get to work on carrying these guys. Are you guys sitting in the car or what? You going to get out and help? Because he's one.
No,
poor
I'm
little
going
dwarf.
to. I call dibs on carrying the elf and the human, so I'm trying to hold them over my shoulders.
All right, you want to give me a lift carry to carry 2 unconscious females? Because I would love for this to fail horribly and you to look like a fool.
Mission accomplished, regardless of the result.
I will ask you to bird edge if you drop one of them.
You will what?
I will ask him to bird edge to avoid dropping one of them.
Oh shit.
So you you huff the one up on your shoulder, feeling pretty good. You begin to go and grab the number 2. Can you roll me gymnastics real quick? Just agility plus your combined
Yeah,
meat.
that's.
And
Is this my arm agility?
this is going to be your meat agility because you are attempting to not topple over. And
Okay, so yeah.
so with 5 successes, you managed to, while you didn't completely have the second woman you were picking up into your hands, you kind of let her slump back the 6 inches to the floor as you stumble for a minute to regain your balance. Peppy kind of comes around the corner and looks at you like, and he kind of laughs. Rocket and Flash, are you doing anything to assist in this situation?
Yeah, I'll help. I figure the patrol it's gonna be at least a 2, probably a 3-person job.
Well, Flash
Unless
was able
Flash
to
wants to
edge
spend more
7 hit her out of there.
Yes, and he pulled a muscle.
Wait, why don't you guys tag team that troll over there?
Oh, the word choice.
Phrasing.
So Mama comes around and she's like, "Oh, they happen to be naked," and she will cover her eyes in a ladylike fashion. Just bring them on over here, and she will motion.
That's the mama.
She will motion towards the like little veiled separator thing. You know what I mean? Like they kind of have between hospital beds that was there over there in the corner. You guys gonna drag her over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are dragging the troll, right?
I cannot drag anyone. I will be hoping people quickly unload the people so we can get back to doing the rest of this job.
It's almost like you have a whole bunch of other stuff to do. He can't. He is manifesting. He cannot actually affect the physical. Macbeth being not there, we will ignore his phone call because doesn't matter. So they will bring you over to there. There will be the sounds of a man walking around back there. He will kind of, as you approach, come out and look at you very excitedly, and he is dressed in doctor's garb down to the giant reflective thing on his head. And he will be very excited to see you bringing back his troll and make motion for you to put her on the thing as he begins to inspect her. He will you harumph her up there, and Mama is looking mighty proud. She approaches the Flash and goes to appraise his mighty strength. She will, shake your hand and then kind of pat you on the shoulder as go ahead, go get the other one. The muscly dwarf will pick up the other dwarf and then sort of naked waltz dancer across the floor, leaving you guys with Seeker struggling with the elf and the human, the orc, and that is all that you have left
I think
to transport.
Rocket was getting the orc.
I'm
Sure.
taking the human and an elf.
All right, you're still struggling. You want to give me that second lift carry there, sir?
Just take them one at a time, guys. Jesus, it shouldn't take so long.
Mama
I'm
takes
sorry.
out her-
Yeah,
Seeker
can't we
is
just
being
have
weird.
this?
Like, seriously, it's been 20 minutes unloading people from a van.
All right, so you come back over. Mama has sanitizes her hands, and in a very excited way, she comes out and it's like, "You guys did great." And she looks straight at Poe. It's like, shame I couldn't see your pretty face again. And then she will approach you guys and go to shake the Flash's hand again.
Okay.
What is that? What is a thelmoscope?
ophthalmoscope. It's the little reflective thingy that doctors wear.
Oh,
on the
the doctor thingy.
You mentioned that. So.
Gotcha. If you guys want to roll perception real quick.
This is visual.
What?
Flash, why are you using your last edge?
I felt like it.
And Seeker. Excellent. Flash, you notice that after she sanitized her hand that time, there is still something on it as she reaches forward to shake your hand.
I am wearing multiple sets of gloves.
Are you allowing the orc to shake your hand? Poet cannot answer DNIs right now. He is a ghost.
Damn it.
I'll shake his hand. I'll shake her hand with my cyber arm.
She will grab your hand and begin to shake it very expertly. If you guys could all roll reaction plus intuition, please.
Oh.
Stupid internet.
Does that include me, Vamps?
Sure.
Or do you want logic plus intuition since I'm astral?
You can roll your astral.
Well, wouldn't it be intuition times 2?
All right, so you guys are not surprised as Mama's handshake turns into kind of trying to pull you forward into more of a headlock.
Okay, I activate the shock hand.
I
Which she cannot dodge because she's already shaking my hand.
I charge Mama.
Well, we're going to roll initiative is what we're going to do. And I'm going to go on to a separate blank page because there's a whole lot of things on that page.
I'm happy I'm still on drugs because I get bonus to my reaction.
I'm happy I got all our money in cred stick escrow.
Woo! Wait, was it all of the money?
It was all the money.
Oh, good. Can I take the elf girl with me as a souvenir?
We'll see what happens.
Disgusting.
We are
Disgusting.
far from that aspect of things.
And
Flash
seriously, you
will
should
use
just
that
feel
all
ashamed
his
of yourself
money
for
from this
saying
run to have you killed. And I'm pretty sure people take it on the cheap for that.
Hey, that's rude.
Oh, I need to get the...
So, the van's open with the guns in it?
Yep. And there is... Well... Let's try and make this big enough. You guys should be able to insert your own initiatives. Poet, unfortunately, you were...
Not really able to do anything.
Yeah, I just get a minus 10 to mine, right?
Yeah. And you can't do anything on the first
I cannot
thing.
do mine at... Poach and call up spirits. I think that's still good.
Poet, what was yours? Did you
Sorry,
roll
I'm
your...
just moving Hero Lab myself into the astral so I can get my stats.
Yep.
I think it's 2 times in it plus 3d6. Just want to double check. Yep.
Mama's on fire tonight.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I just got back from vacation, so I've been like, catching up on
Yeah, don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything.
else. I feel initiative rolling. I feel like something has happened. So I'm A-okay with it.
uh, so, one second. Sorry, just checking my. We will start with the Flash. Flash, what you doing?
I'm going into the open van as part of my movement. I'm getting my Ares Alpha out of it.
When you attempt to go into the open van, the muscly dwarf will move in front of you. He will
He
perform
has
an intercept action.
He's welcome to try. I believe that is an opposed roll.
We will see what happens. I gotta find the.
Yes. I gotta look up at 180.
194.
I knew this Johnson was too nice.
Yep.
I liked her too much. It's a pity what has to happen now.
It is a bit of a pity. So I will.
We non-lethally take her down and
Non-lethally.
I will spend a
She
GM edge
betrayed
to.
you may do that.
There you go.
Check. And is this a clinch or?
He is attempting to touch you with his hand. To grab you or some such.
May I full defense is the question.
Yeah, because this is just a touch unarmed attack. This is not a clinch.
And okay.
You are full defensing, right?
Yes.
So you will go to 23.
Still go before me because you have higher edge.
Well, he's also in the middle of his turn. That was a
Yes.
interrupt action.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you have dodged him. You are now at the vehicle and may begin to fight with the smuggling compartment to get your gun out. Probably be a simple to get it out of the thing and then a simple to bring it to bear.
I did not put the gun back into the smuggling compartment. Rob, as far as I know, I did not put it back into the smuggling compartment.
That's fine. You may simple action ready. You have a simple action to do whatever.
I have a simple action to simple action burst.
Yep. Who are you bursting?
The guy who just tried to intercept me. He's very rude.
Muscles?
Yes. He's extremely rude. I keep all of that.
He will what you call? He will hope to not get shot. Oh, it's -5, isn't it?
Yes. And where's my gel? That is -6. Alright, that's 15S minus 1 AP.
Oh God, I'll spend a second point edge.
Ow.
So
He's
he
probably
will-
not knocked down by that since he is a dwarf.
he is a dwarf with a giant muscly arms.
Yep.
As I have to find a new pen apparently. All right, Rocket.
Yeah. So with my free arm, I'm going to deploy my spur and make a called shot to the vitals on Momma.
Sure.
Momma,
No. You good?
Yeah.
So you will strike Mama in the face.
All right. That is going to be. Yeah. Wait, forgotten that hits. 14p at -2.
Wow. What is this dice? So I write down Mama.
Oh, I just got shanked.
Yeah, you definitely did. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Randori vitals is good stuff.
Extra damage is always good.
Yeah.
Just ask something real quick. I'll just ask it GM chat.
That makes no sense, though.
What doesn't?
Let's
Applying
still
a
have.
toxin through a cyber limb. And that's why I intercepted the handshake.
I think it's a matter of bad editing, really.
It's a matter of what the rules say.
Rules is written, yes, but it doesn't make any sense when you think about it logically.
We are in a world of trolls and dragons for part of it, and it would make Cyberlimbs incredibly crazy.
Because it would basically give Cyberlimbs chem seal.
Yeah. Good news is, though, we won't have to worry about that quite yet. So Mama will pull back. She actually loses 3 points of initiative out of that, too, because she takes wound penalties now. So it's actually Seeker's turn.
Who's close to me?
Muscles is by the back of the van. Peppy is around in a frantic pace. Mama and Doc are across the room where they dumped off the troll.
I charged the little juice box stealing shit.
Okay. You may roll some dice.
Yeah. Do I get anything? Do you get anything for
charges
charging?
+2.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
So, Peppy, I believe in you, buddy. Oh God. So, how much damage is that?
What?
How much damage is that?
That's 4 net hits, plus just a second. Plus 16 P.
That is a lot for a fist. He is going to
No,
roll
that's
some.
spurs. That's spurs.
It would be a simple action to ready your spurs, which would keep you from punching, because punching is a complex action.
Oh,
You got to take that moment to Wolverine shink them out as he rolls his. What the fuck? All right. Peppy is taking a swift punch in the face. He. How much damage was it?
with the 9 strength plus 3 P. Oh, plus the 4 net hits, it would be
So 13.
9 plus 4 plus 3. That's 16.
I'm not 100% sure you get titanium bones on top of your fists because there is no bones in your fists.
Again, it's a rules thing where I think technically you do.
Okay.
Actually,
no.
in the description for cyber limbs, it states that unarmed attack with cyber limbs do strength P damage.
Oh, so
okay,
we're
yeah.
just taking
So no bonus for boneless.
we're just taking fists. Fists should be
So-
should be unarmed attack.
Just 9p, yeah.
Yep. So he will go kind of tumbling backwards to the ground because that is over poor Peppy's physical limit, and he will take a hit to his initiative. Momma on her turn. Fix that real quick. She will yell about our giant punch that she took in the face. She will then. Rocket is right in front of her. She will pull a little pistol, and she will shoot at Seeker for having the audacity to punch her little hands. If you want to roll a dodge test, Seeker, to see whether or not you get
Yeah, I just completely forget dodge every time it's
reaction, intuition.
Okay, yeah, then that's what I thought.
You're out of edge, actually.
Yep.
So with 3 net hits, you kind of wince as you feel a dart inject into your shoulder.
Oh fuck.
Meanwhile, we have Bashful upstairs. He will scan the room, seeing Rocket having just shanked Momma. Is gonna shoot at take aim and shoot at Rocket.
All right. Nope.
Nope. The gel round bounces into the ground and flies up into the air. The Flash, if you could prepare to roll 6 dice for me, sir. As I double check a drain code real quick.
Someone's casting a spell.
Yep. You can see that the little guy with the thing on his head is casting a spell.
I believe I cannot do spell defense since I'm on the astral, correct?
You are, one, still surprised, and this is in the first round of combat, and
Okay.
two, I will let you attempt dispelling upon it, since it is in the astral and you are in the astral, but that will be when you are,
I'm able to go, yes.
yes. So it's force -2.
So he can see into the van.
You came out of the van to shoot at people.
No, I didn't.
Well, then he will take his move action to move to where he has line of sight on you, sir.
Okay. No, because I believe after I picked my gun, I immediately turned around and shot the guy who intercepted me, who was by the van, I thought.
So if you would like to roll 6 dice.
Yep. 2.
All right. You feel yourself beginning to be lifted into the air. You are now levitating, sir.
Mm-hmm. What's that resisted by?
Body plus strength.
Yep.
And you do not weigh more than 400 kilograms. As such, he begins to lift you bodily, and you are in the air.
So I'm gonna clonk off the van's roof. Ow.
You're gonna float there, and it's gonna be great. That was Doc. So Poet, this is you being skipped. Muscles will approach the Flash, and he will attempt to grab him.
I should not have spent my last edge.
Well,
That's why you don't spend it on frivolous things like lifting a troll.
Yeah.
he has grabbed you.
I am going to have to decide on what I'm going to do via edge. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, I would like to burn one edge to do a thing.
To do a what thing?
Chainsaw riposte.
Okay. We will.
What are you riposting?
I'm going to destroy. I'm going to chainsaw off his hand, basically.
So that takes you down to
That's 4 edge.
16.
It's minus.
The initiative is what I was trying to remember and do math.
Yeah.
All right. So you get 16 minus 8.
And it is to his body, because I don't think I actually get a called shot. But basically, I'm
No, not on a riposte. No, let me scroll up real
jamming
quick.
at him.
Is this an underbarrel chainsaw?
I believe you said it was cool. It was cool to do with that.
I'm asking more. When was the chainsaw placed into your hand?
Yeah, I bought that. I bought the underbarrel chainsaw before because of the Durgan fight. It is listed on the Ares Alpha.
Yeah, I see it. It's just a matter of finding the tiny things.
Yep. And let me remove that edge from my sheet. And where is that?
As I scroll up to find his soak. So 20. Oh, that's not how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Everybody else counts that up as 11, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yep, I see 11.
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah.
Now he rolls well.
So he takes 5 physical.
He still fails his grab.
Yeah, he does not have a hold of you, which is good. Peppy, on the other hand, will sneer at the man who punched him so badly, and he will reach into his pocket of tricks and throw a grenade.
Scatter table.
Right? If only things could get worse. So he does have these on wireless, which is a good thing, because he does not care if they get exploded, as they are gas grenades. And a...
Wait, you're still inside the van while this is all happening?
he's
Yeah.
throwing it at Seeker.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Uh,
I'm so sick of my van getting blown up.
so he throws a grenade and explodes it in the air right near Seeker. Seeker, that is some nasty smelling gas. We'll get to that in a second.
Is anybody else near Seeker right now?
No.
Okay.
I also got injected with something.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Oh, man.
Let me write that down real quick under Seeker. Injected. Probably should have thrown it at somebody else then. Coming back to the top, Rocket, it is on you.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to attack Momma again. Ooh.
Mage.
Yeah, I already called it. Sorry.
Okay.
You good with that?
No, I'm edging it.
All right. Just mark off some edge real quick.
So yeah, and I keep 7 of those.
All right. That's going to be unfortunate for Momma. She is on some severe wound penalties, so she is going to roll this. Wow, that's unfortunate. So 6 plus what's your damage?
So yeah, that was another called shot to the vitals, and so that's 17p at -2.
Ooh. That's not how that works. She did well. That's
Not
that's
well
a good.
enough.
Not well enough. So she's gonna take some more owies, and she will fall back onto the ground.
Bye, Mama.
Yeah, poor Momma.
You were a fun Johnson.
Yeah. Flash, you're kind of floating there.
Yep. Yes, I am. Aim, simple burst, and that'll probably throw me like into the driver's seats area.
Who you
If you want-
geeking, Flash?
If you want to shoot, you're shooting at muscles.
Yep. Get
Alright.
off.
He will roll some dice. Is that a simple or complex?
It's only a simple.
Okay, so he's gonna roll. Damn it! All right.
13 stun -1.
No, he falls backwards as you have had a bad thing. and you are going to continue to float there, as it is a artificial force that is holding you, and you're not just falling through gravity.
Oh, good.
Seeker,
Yes.
what's up?
I think I'm not feeling good.
Well, almost.
Rob,
They'll
I
hit at the end of the combat turn, sir. Do your act of heroism now.
do have a question.
Yeah.
Macbeth has presumably given Flash control of the van.
What do you have?
Well, he let me drive.
Driving is not DNI control of the van.
Yes.
Macbeth, would you have given him remote control computer access to your van?
He is gone or muted.
Sounds implausible, honestly.
All right, then never mind.
Seeker?
Yes, I run over. Is Mama unconscious?
She's dead.
She is got a lot of blood going on, and she's not looking good, and her armored shower cap is rolling around on the ground.
Oh. Well,
She took a total of 19 physical damage from me.
can I hurt the doc?
Yeah, you can get to the dock.
Can I smack the shit out of him? Like charge him?
Yeah, you can attempt to.
19 dice?
Your agility plus your punching.
Yeah.
+2.
Plus
Arm
charging?
agility. Yeah,
Is it plus charging?
Yes.
charges, I think, 2?
Yeah, does cyber implants count as cyber arms?
No, because they're not actually implants. They are effectively
Okay.
fists.
Wait, wrong roll. I think
Just-
I did it wrong before, because it should have been 17.
Yeah, we'll just knock the last two off.
Okay,
No, in fact,
6
6 dice.
successes. I have 5 physical limit.
Okay.
So,
I will spend my 3rd point of GM edge on that. Ah, you still got him.
so 2 successes plus 9. That's 11.
And he will roll.
It's 5, 6. It's 1 success plus 9 because your limit was 5. You said.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's 10.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so it's 10.
And Doc will take some damage. That is unfortunate for Doc, as he will use a poet.
Cool. This is the first time I've been betrayed by a Johnson, so I'm going to react with some righteous anger. Albert, kill those who have betrayed us. Catherine, kill those who have betrayed us.
Okay.
4, 6, and 7 fire spirits have started manifesting.
You may roll initiative for them, sir. Then subtract 20. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can roll initiative, and then this will be the second pass that they begin to.
Just 1 second. Sorry, they all have different pages in Hero Lab.
Yeah, that's one thing I do not like.
It is kind
That's
of annoying.
fine.
Well, no, because if you try to make a rigor, it slows it to a crawl.
Rigors just slow things to a crawl in general.
And you said they were fire spirits?
Yep, forces 6 and 7.
That's poet Muscles. He is going to get out of the Flash's line of fire after he lobs a quick grenade in there.
Am I still levitating?
Yep. So a gas grenade enters the back of the van, and he goes out of your field of fire. The gas grenade begins to go off. I should stop trying to write with that pen and use the marker.
Well, it's not like I can do something to smother the gas right now.
No. So Albert and Catherine will begin to do stuff.
Unless I, no.
Then we come back to the third pass, which will be Rocket. And
Yeah.
that is it.
Yeah.
So Doc's still up, right?
Doc is still up. He got punched.
And yeah, I think he's about to get lasered.
Poor Doc.
I love Rocket's laser hands.
Yeah. And so
Wait, Rob, that's a wireless grenade?
Yeah.
I'm activating 2's final power. The grenade will fail.
Ooh. I like it. I will.
Flash is not getting into weird drugs done to him. I'm sorry.
They're not weird drugs. They're perfectly new drugs.
okay, so
Let me.
so yeah,
take a
I'm
look
going
at
to
it
do
real quick.
this. This is going to be a double tap for that extra point of damage, which
Okay.
I'm just flavoring as she's firing a blast from each laser. And,
Awesome. Roll dice.
Ah, damn it! I don't have any edge left.
I will. Let's see what happens. Come on, Doc. Don't fail me now.
He's got wound in
Fail
system.
him, Doc. Fail him.
Oh,
Damn it,
man.
Doc.
Laser. They kind of bounce off his little glowy thing on his head and ricochet off harmlessly into the place. That will be the end of that combat turn. I will take a quick moment to look at 2 real quick, because
I'm just hoping one minor matrix miracle will cover that.
it is a minor matrix miracle, but it wasn't on your turn.
You will
GM
have
has
to do
final say. Connection test can be used to determine effectiveness.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's like you can't dial a friend while your girlfriend just came home. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yep. Can't dial a friend when your girlfriend just got home, Rob.
Wait, for the love of God, can somebody explain to me why the hell everything happened?
Oh, yeah. Momma decided to betray people upon delivery, apparently.
Why? Did she say anything?
Not really. She just tried to dose Rocket with some contact poison. The 3 people who were there had a bunch of
Well,
air.
she tried to dose Flash with some contact poison via a handshake with a trank patch. I intercepted it because I thought I'd be immune because cyber limb, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
So no words have been exchanged, but you caught the trank pad. That's fucked up.
It's okay. Catherine's going to blitz her initiative. And
Is
then
she
Doc.
dead? Is Mama completely dead? Is that what happened?
She has
Momma
taken
took
many
18
damages.
physical, I think.
I bet the Yakuza would fucking love to get their hands on her.
I have a vendetta against the Yakuza, so not entirely on board with this plan.
That's all right. I wouldn't have voiced it. I don't think. Is anybody still in comms in DNI with Macbeth?
Yeah.
Flash and Rocket
Everybody
are.
except for Poet is.
And
Okay.
Seeker. Seeker has lost his comms because of the jammer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this poison, this toxin in the trank, in the
It is thankfully a 2 combat turns thing.
Ah,
So, yeah, one more set of initiative passes to not deal with things.
lame.
Are we rolling initiative again? Is that
Initiative.
what's
We
going
are
on?
rolling initiative.
That was an awful initiative roll.
Don't I get one more pass?
You were down to
No,
16.
you-
You spent 17 of that to full defense and then to riposte.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob, do you have a ruling on that?
So I'm because you didn't have initiative left. I'm gonna say no because you can't like.
Initiative does not go down until the pass ends.
But you're trying
I
to
would still
call a
have-
contact to keep a immediate wireless grenade from going off. Like he's like, lob the grenade in there, hit the button on his brain pan.
2 doesn't answer calls that quickly.
Okay. So
Nobody answers
I
that.
don't
Like
get
it would
to
be
use it.
ringing. But you can obviously keep his loyalty stuff up.
I'm going to assume it's DMS, so goodness that my gas mask is going to stop.
What gas mask?
The one in the SWAT helmet that you
You're
gave me. Flash is in full costume at all times because of distinctive style.
SWAT helmet is not a costume, but I will allow the backpedaling because I am too nice to people.
That's what it has been held
Well,
with distinctive style that Flash
He
will
never
not.
said he never said he removed it anyway.
And distinctive style has been held that I will.
Poet, if you could
unless
roll
I'm
your
forced to
initiative.
not remove what
Oh,
I'm
my
wearing.
initiative, right? Yeah. Sorry, I forget I do things too.
Yep, you can do some sort of things right now.
Sorry, I forgot I was a person because I figured my spirits were going to be doing all the fighting at this point.
Did you do a roll?
He did. He got 17.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Flash gets a bunch. All right, it's on me. Oh, poor Doc. Seriously, dude.
All of these people have taken damage, right? Bastral, Doc, and Muscles.
Bashful has not.
Bastral has not. Okay.
Um. As I do math on. Actually, I'm sorry. Muscles is down. Let me just delete him off the thing. And Momma is already off the thing. So it's just Peppy.
Heavy, bashful, and dark.
So, the Flash, it is up to you.
Can I still see Doc?
You can see the back of a truck.
Is in levitate line of sight.
Yeah, he moved back on his second pass.
So I'm going to, since I'm no longer being levitated.
You don't need to maintain line of sight to maintain sustaining.
Dang it. So I can't see anybody.
Cannot see anybody.
Still that grenade.
Still that grenade. Vomiting gas.
God damn it.
Flash, at least you're not having a trank dart or some kind of dart inside of your arm and standing amidst bunch of gas.
Medical gear. Just trying to think if I can do anything on my turn.
So you gonna hold your action?
Yep.
All right. Catherine will look about the room and see that there is a couple of guys that are doing bad things.
Okay.
If you want to roll a D3,
Yep.
so that will actually be Doc.
Okay. Elemental attack. Stupid. Get the pool right. 1 second.
Oh God, it hurts. Oh God, it definitely hurts.
Yeah, elemental attack does do that.
Bad times. Yeah, no, that's gonna be not many for him. So that is 9 physical.
Yep. Now Albert's turn, I think.
Yep, it would definitely be Albert's turn. Oh, there's Doc. I found him.
Okay. Is Doc still alive, or should I roll 1d2?
Roll it to 3. Poor Doc.
Okay.
More elemental. Oh, which you're at many penalties. Wow. All right, that's unfortunate. All right, so Doc gets engulfed in flames and his bad times.
And is his spell on the flash gone?
The flash will whomp to the back of the van.
Cool.
I use my held action to flee the gas cloud.
Okay. You have fleed the glass cloud. Rocket, it is on you, sir.
Alright, so it's just Bashful and Peppy who are still up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me think. Let's see. What are how heavily armored do they both look?
Peppy looks like a stout dwarf that has essentially a little bit more than a armor jacket on, like a little heavier, and he's got a silly helmet on.
Alright. Let's see if I can Hadoken him. That's a whole lot better.
That is way better.
And I keep all of those.
Got me by 6.
Okay, so that's going to be 12p at minus 10.
Whew. So he takes some damage.
I'm in the astral. I will cheerlead my spirits. Can I do that?
Yep, you can totally cheerlead. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you. Do you guys recognize Poet as a leader?
No, I'm only rallying my spirits.
Oh,
I thought you were still aren't you still manifested?
Oh, yeah, I guess I am still manifested. But, okay.
And I do.
Yep, so anybody who... I think I get a total of +3 initiative dice to hand out.
I get an extra initiative pass.
you're
So I will...
23.
Yeah,
How's
I was
that
at 20. I was
Oh.
at 20. I already added it.
Okay. So Bashful will, having just been shot via lasers, he will get down from where he was and run.
Coward.
Seeker.
I'm not feeling the effects yet.
Not yet.
Okay, I'll jump on Peppy.
I'm sorry. Let me double check the. Yeah, no, you'll feel it shortly.
Oh, I'm most happy. I'll jump on Peppy because that little, yeah, he's going to die. Shit.
He might not die yet.
Damn it. He's...
Yep, you have missed him, sir.
Damn it.
Good news. It's his turn. He is going to. He's going to drop a grenade at his feet and flee. The grenade will also begin to vomit forth gas.
He's
Didn't I-
wirelessly detonating it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Flash, it is on you, sir.
Bashful is fleeing.
Bashful, you do not have
Okay.
line of sight on. He was on the top area and kind of went up the stairs and is running somewhere. Peppy, you do have line of sight on.
But is a grenade in the way?
There is a cloud of gas in the way.
Whose turn is it? Who's going?
Flash is deciding.
Flash.
I forget. Will ultrasound be blocked from Bashful?
If he was within line of sight.
Yeah, that's what I think. Can I see Pepe though?
You can see Peppy.
I'm out of the gas clouds. I will just shoot Pepe. And this is going to be full auto because I cleared my recoil with my held action.
Yep, you didn't do anything on that pass, so you can. How much damage is that?
He doesn't get a dice pool?
No.
17 stun -1.
Yep, no, he goes down.
Ammo. And I'm going to DNI call Macbeth to come get us after whatever we got dosed with messes us up.
Yep. So, sorry, what was the damage on Peppy?
17 stun -1.
Oh, poor Peppy goes down. Catherine will. Oh,
Only one target left.
this is true. There is only one target left.
Roll a d1.
Yeah. We'll just wrap this up. You guys will easily kill him.
Okay, Rob, what is the nasty?
Yeah, so what's happening to Rocket and Flash and Seeker?
So first, I will say the next time you go to ride around with a SWAT helmet on, make sure you fucking say that, because I would have checkpointed you like 8 times. All right? Because you're driving a suspicious van that says "party" on the side of it with a SWAT helmet. Remember that next time, okay?
Okay, Rob, I remember to make sure I.
Especially on really high threat runs, because that's a pretty fucking important thing to be aware of. Secondly, Rocket and Seeker will fall to the ground in a little bit because of the toxins that are in their body.
Yeah, so what are we resisting?
If you want to roll body plus willpower, we'll see.
I have weak immune system. Isn't that a -2?
That is only for diseases.
Come on, dice.
Oh.
Come on.
It's probably not going to matter.
And I believe you
I
get a
want to see
bonus from
8
your
hits
nephritic
here
screen.
on my 8 dice.
Yeah, do I get a bonus for nephritic?
Doesn't
Covers
that just
toxins.
reduce the duration that you are done? I don't think it actually gives you a bonus to drug
That's
resistance.
possible.
It does help me when I roll for resistance to my drugs addiction.
You are not being addicted to slab. As fun as that would be.
Wow.
But if it does not give you a resistance to...
And also add its
Oh,
rating as it does.
I got 4
bonus to toxin
successes.
resistance or disease resistance tests.
Okay, so then yeah, that will give you a... your screen will give you a resist.
I got 4 successes from my 5 dice.
All right, if you can roll it one more time for the gas that you were exposed to. Okay, double check the damage on chloroform, because dwarves were immune to chloroform. That's only power 7. So that is 5. As my Skype blows up.
And drug interactions for Seeker.
I don't think there is any... Oh.
He's already on Novacoke, too.
Yeah.
Is it drug interactions or drugs and toxin interactions for things like the...
I don't know. Drugs and toxins are sort of in the same category usually,
Okay.
but I don't know the explicit rules. Sorry to add more questions into the mix, Bamps.
I know, right? I'll drop this in here for... It's not with the out checkpoints, it was with faster going through checkpoints. Not often traveled. So, Seeker, can you roll me, I think it's 2d6 for the drug interaction rules?
What? 2d6?
I think it's 2d6 because you technically have 2 drugs.
I'm going to have to add that to my list of things to ask on an escape route. Are we going through any checkpoints?
Yeah, you were crossing out of a AA0 zone.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going through checkpoints.
I rolled.
Yeah, I see it. I think you're good. I think that is in the no bonus effects. Let me just find it real quick. Yeah,
would
2 to
think.
4 is no side effect, so you're not screwed out of that. So let me ask the Flash, Macbeth, and Poet, what is your plan of action?
Okay. I have the bag in my car, which has my FBA with M-Seal in my smuggling compartment.
Okay, which is quite far away.
Yep, and I am quite far away. So what I'm going
Let's start
to...
with the Flash. What is the Flash doing?
So the gas is not DMSO?
It was chloroform. Because dwarves are naturally immune to chloroform.
Oh, that's really clever of them.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they've done this before.
Flash is going to execute Pepe because I think he's the only one left alive because I only had loaded gel as standard.
Yep.
So he is getting destroyed by a chainsaw.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, I spaced out. I actually spaced out for a bit there. How much did I take after the 3 hits?
13, and you are slabbed.
Yikes.
And Flash is going to load Seeker and Rocket into the van.
Can you roll a perception test real quick?
And Poet's back in his meat sack and is going to ask Flash to check to see if Momma and or anybody who was not burninated to death had any potential identifying information on them, so we can figure out why the hell they betrayed us.
So, Flash, with your perception test, both Rocket and Seeker look dead.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Flash is removing the evidence that could be linked to him.
Just stating a fact.
He's going to take he's going to take them. He's going to be a kind of nice guy and take the Bunraku dolls. He's going to do as Poet ordered and look for evidence, I guess.
So behind the curtain, as it were, there is the car that is out back is there's actually 2 of them because you guys never looked around the entirety of the building. Inside, you will see a veritable chop shop of bad medical equipment and not exactly cleanly removed cyberware.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing on Momma or any of the non-incinerated people?
Doc, it looks like he actually had all of his pieces. He was very clearly a mage, as he made the Flash levitate. The rest of them are no real gang colors or anything along those lines. The comlink you can find, it was a Renraku Sensei. There was there are guns and stuff. This is
Yeah, don't worry, Rob. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna loot.
No, I'm not even saying for that. I'm just saying that they're not flying affiliations.
Cool.
They are a Momma and Boyz cyberware chop shop.
I'm going to roll area knowledge Seattle to try and find a safe house.
Rob, we haven't left, right?
Not to my knowledge, no.
All right, the spirits of fire are still there.
No, one is gone.
One is gone. I only need one.
And the other is loitering for the meantime before I give it another.
Yeah, Flash is going to want you to burn it to the ground once he leaves with the bodies that we're taking.
I see no reason to do that.
It's a place in Redmond, and it will eliminate any possible ritual magic and such.
Did any of you guys bleed there?
No, they didn't. They were using gel rounds, gas grenades, and
yeah. So if no one bled there and no whatever, I'm really not worried about ritual magic related to that place. But at your request, I will request that Catherine burn the place down once the flash is away. Did I find a safe house for them to get to?
I'm
In
sorry.
Redmond.
How many hits did you get?
2.
You know where there's a couple abandoned places that you guys could hold up, but not exactly.
I will edge to get an actual safe house.
All right, yeah, no, you can totally find a post information given safe house.
Oh, sorry, Rob. I mean, I will.
No, it's fine. Yeah, no, you guys find a place that you can hold up for with
I wanted
your
to find a place for
5
to
horrors
lie
and
low.
2 dead bodies.
Yep. Macbeth and I can maybe drive there, improvise Faraday cage a room with the dead, with the knocked out hookers and bodies. Take Rocket's gun from her hand. Did Rocket ever get those DMSO narco jet rounds?
No, and
Flash bought some.
I never actually drew my.
No, I actually
my
didn't.
guns.
I bought more dart rounds.
Oh, that's what you bought. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never
and-
actually drew my guns.
Okay. At this safe house, we should take Rocket and take Seeker's passed out bodies and remove them.
They're dead.
Yep. You want to roll me perception?
Yep. I will edge.
Rob, here's a question. Did they use Reaper?
No, they use slab.
Because the Poet would not
Seen
have that
their
problem?
astral forms.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they what's it called?
7 hits on perception.
There is the faintest sign of life.
Sweet. I will now sense the bodies. Okay.
Kind of like nobody's home. They look fairly dead.
But they still look alive, so
They look alive. In the astral, they look kind of
out of it.
nobody home.
Yeah. So we will take them. And Poet will suggest to the conscious members of the team that the Yakuza get a tip that there was an error in a extraction gone bad and some of their property was accidentally stolen. It has been conveniently available for their pickup at location blah.
No. We don't have to do that.
We can to avoid not getting death listed. And how much layers does everybody have on them?
None.
How much what? Sorry.
Lace. Okay. In that case, before we make that call, I will attempt to purchase some lace.
Show me some dice.
Well, actually, Flash isn't really going to have a thing in this because he is going to drop from the Serapax at some point.
Oh, yeah, what was the crash time on that?
7 hours body plus. Just at some point, he's just going to.
Okay.
9 hours.
Okay, so you had plenty of time to get around.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask Flash if any of these people saw their faces. Well, they all saw Seeker's face.
Yeah, but the story was we were extracting him.
Yep. Okay. So
I mean, I think you're still going to.
I will compose a little AR message. Dear Yakuza people, There was an extraction, and some of your property was taken by accident. Some of your associates were taken by accident. They are returned to you relatively unharmed. We hope that this slight has not offended you in any way, shape, or form. Sincerely, Anonymous.
Okay.
Little AR message. Poet is going to suggest to the Flash that we wipe all
Common
traces.
sense. This is a bad idea.
To return them? Well, the question is what were you going to do with them?
No, is doing the message thing a bad idea?
An apology always makes things better. Well, it depends upon how this man takes this assault upon his personal property as to whether or not how badly it will go.
Mhm.
It is definitely better to give the apology than to not.
To give the apology and return the things than not to.
I'm just going to. As long as Flash isn't mentioned at all, because he would be.
No one is being mentioned. It's anonymous.
Unless you are anonymous, you are in the clear in that.
Yeah, no one is being mentioned. Simply, there was an extraction. Your people were unfortunately in the way and have now been returned to you. We
Yep.
apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you.
It's perfect cover. The only person that's potentially burned is Seeker's Rockstar Sin or whatever the hell that was about. But this covers our tracks from a much bigger.
And he's nearly unconscious and dead, so he doesn't get a vote.
As far as I'm concerned, he is dead. So I want our tracks covered with the.
He's in some weird thing that I don't even really understand. And I will check Rocket and Seeker's comm links for their in case of emergency contact.
Do they have a street dock?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I've got a
Yep.
street dock.
is Poet saying they're not actually dead?
Poet says they seem not entirely dead yet.
The slab will wear off in
Yeah.
7
Rob-
hours.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna send you guys
Rob,
back
my
to the docks.
cyberdock is based in Redmond. Flash will be a nice guy and take them to his cyberdock.
Okay, and then once everyone, wipe all traces at the safe house, whoever the manager is, I will let them know that there will be some very serious Japanese gentlemen coming to collect the cargo, and that, of course, we were never here.
Roll me negotiations, and we will see how much they're going to charge you for that. All right, so they're going to ask for $1,000 because you're leaving 5 bodies with them to.
I will say that these people are alive and will be picked up probably fairly shortly. You can, yeah. I assume that there's like one person at the safe house.
There is whoever you manage to contact about using it. He will be a little grumpy and will have one of his men come around to await the recovery team and deal with the naked ladies that you're leaving all over the place.
Could I have found some sacks or cloth? Is there anything in this warehouse at all that can show some modest smidgen of respect to the women?
You could have totally swung by a stuffer shack
Blankets.
when Macbeth and Poet were on their way over there to collect everybody and get the band back together.
Yeah,
Get some
either
blankets.
Oh, you can buy
Once the plan
clothes from
was layered
vending
up,
machines and Shadowrun.
Yeah, you can easily get them looking moderately decent, but they will be unconscious for quite a little while.
Yeah, it won't help much, but it's
Okay.
just awkward at this point.
Yep.
You guys
And with
will
that,
leave.
GTFO.
I assume a data chip or something with the message
yes,
as well on
an
them.
envelope with a data chip inside of it will be delivered to the Yakuza with this is most sincere apologies. of anonymous. And
Yeah, that's going to be that. If you want to roll me another etiquette or negotiation with a what is poets fixers with a +3.
yeah.
So he will only
Usually-
take the agreed upon amount from the thing, given as he is
I was
not
gonna.
a right.
Yeah.
You will explain the situation to him, and he will not charge you through the nose for the situation that you have put him in. First, asking him to do something outside of his normal purview. Secondly, it turned into a situation where now it is kind of his situation. So he will give you the money that you guys are owed, or he will give it to Poet, and Poet can do what he will with it. And then you guys will pick up, since we went so long, we'll say 3 karma, and
Yeah,
I
this
will
is the
converse with some people about what other fallout may happen.
yeah.
So-
Questions. Sorry. So how much money did we get exactly? Like, did we get the full 38 minus the escrow, or did we get 25 minus the escrow? Sorry,
So
40
he ended up
40?
giving you the
full 40.
full amount because that was what he was holding the money to, that kind of thing.
Okay. The total mission expenses. Can you bring that up so we can divide that out properly?
I will. Don't get crazy on spending that money just yet. We will figure out the other fallout of things. But yes, for the moment, you have gotten the pay.
Could you swap over to the other screen? We forgot what our mission expenditures were.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought I had you on that screen. It's one of the things I hate about Roll20 is that it's like,
Yeah, you're one place and we're somewhere else.
So
12 grand total.
Nope.
Yes.
It's going to be minus 2K each for escrow.
Right.
With 12K total other expenses. So that's
14K
let's
total.
throw in an